In this video,
here it is. I might go back in there. I'm not going to say anything anymore. Hello sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. Very quick video. If you remember, on the 2nd of February, Lidl did a tool drop, the Parkside range, the middle aisle stuff, and I bought some items, and I bought a few more that I haven't shown you yet. I want to show you them today, and I want to get this video out before the next tool drop on the 9th of February. So I've got my eye on a few tools. Glasses. Whoop. First item, the biscuit jointer from Parkside. I haven't got any biscuits for this at the minute, so I will bring out a separate video, but let's just get it opened first. I've got some other items to show you. Part number if you need it, PFDF 900C3, 900 watts, 11,000 RPM, cutting blade 100mm, max cutting depth 20mm. Comes with a wrench to get the blade off, vacuum adapter, the bag, and I think that's the 90 degrees adapter. 3-year warranty. Anything else on the box? Now, is it biscuit jointer or joiner? Always says jointer, but I hear some people saying joiner as well. For the quick and precise production of grooves for biscuit joints, for stable butt and box joints in solid wood, chipboard and plywood, also suitable for cutting shadow grooves, adjustable cutting depths, simple to change the blade, suitable for standard cutting blades, e.g. Einhell and Makita. Right, let's open it up. He once had a quick go on a biscuit jointer, but not for many, many years. So, complete amateur. So, nothing new on this channel. Here it is. Wow. You know what I'm looking for, don't you? That's rubber. That's not. So, 240 volt. The bag. The adapter, hose adapter, and the spanner. Of course, the instructions, I'm definitely going to have to read these, so I'll move these aside for now. First impressions, yeah, nice bit of rubber on there. No rubber on the handle, just around here. Plastic and metal body. Red buttons, always good to see. Easy to see where everything is, and the red knobs as well. That's where the extractor comes out. So it must fit in like that. I can put me vacuum on there. Take that off for now. Ooh, spring action. Little bit of movement in there. Is that going to be a problem? So adjustable, good for doing angled biscuits. Straight away you can see the paint coming off there. Probably because I'm not undoing it all the way out. Never mind. Yeah, because I'm a bit heavy-handed. Yeah, there's a little washer in there, and I didn't undo it all the way out, but it just took a little bit of paint off. I ain't going to lose sleep over it. By the way, these are meant to be $29.99, $26.99 with the Lidl app, Lidl Plus. So I'm going to properly use it in another video. I just wanted to quickly show you it's out the box. And I will read the instructions. Got to at least plug it in. To use the trigger, push forward and down. God, that is extremely, extremely loud. So this is going to be interesting. There's a little rack and pinion there to adjust the height. But that'll come in the next video. Called that bit there the adapter, but it's actually the height stop. Number 14, as we can see on there. If you want to know the official name for all the items, there they are. And there's the drawings. Yeah, I've got a bit of reading to do before the next video. Looking forward to using it. I'd say I've just got to get some biscuits for it. When I was in Lidl, I didn't actually look if they had some in stock. Can always get some from Screwfix. Next, masking tape. Now, the reason I got this masking tape, if you remember in another video, I got this stuff, which has got masking tape with a dust sheet attached already, so you can cut it off in lengths with this cutter that comes with it. Peter Millard mentioned it's called Tape and Drape. I think that's a really good name. I didn't realise that. But going by the quality of this masking tape attached, I thought I'd get some of the masking tape. $3.99 for 2. Yeah, this was £2.49-ish, I think. Really fine line. In fact, it says on here, so what is it? 50 metres by 30mm. Pack of 2. Suitable masking off skirting boards, baseboards, mouldings, windows, doors. Suitable for use on smooth and slightly rough surfaces. 21-day residue-free removal with indirect sun exposure or no sun exposure. Clean paint lines after removal. Now, this is why I was impressed with that other stuff, because when I did a little test on it, took it off and there was no paint coming through. Really nice sharp edge. So I got 2 of those. Let's have a look. good thick size. You can already see. I think if you had this under a microscope, it would look a lot better than the usual masking tape stuff. I've got to do a quick test, haven't I? Stuck. Ruby red paint. There we go. Peel it straight off. Look at that. Beautiful straight line. Good to see. White spirits. My mat is getting pinker and pinker. Right, so those two, $3.99. Next, Parkside ruler and level with handle. Look at this. It's got these little tabs on here as well for measuring out picture frames and the hooks on picture frames. Zoom out for this. So as we can see, ruler with metric and inch scale, 100 centimetre, 5 spirit levels for measuring 22.5, 45, 67.5, 90 and 180 degrees angles, horizontally and vertically. There we go. Instructions. It's worth having a quick look at them. So what we got first of all, that's where we can fit the handle on. It comes with a handle there with some screws. We'll do that. And then we've got these different spirit levels here. 180 degrees, 22.5, 45, 67.5, 90. Oh, and that one pops out by the looks of it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, little ball bearings in there to hold it in place. Clips in relatively well. The handle off first. And then these slide along, look. And I believe you can put... So, well, we'll come on to it. The handle off for now, because I might not keep it on there. It's probably good to have it on, actually. Let's put it on. You can see it's got two little location pins. They're located in there. And then we just put the screws in there. You don't want to see that. I'll be back to you. Fixed in place. Very easy. 4 screws. The way I understand it, if this is a picture going onto a wall, I have a couple of hooks. One there. And one there. Then we can align these 2 gauges up. Once we get in the right position, which is about there, we'll find the position on the wall. So we've got the spirit level correct. And then we can mark off that side and that side. Or it's got a little hole in there as well, if you can see. Both sides. Use one of these. There we go. And there we go. You can see the 2 dots. Probably a bit over the top. Pencil's probably better. One of these, by the way. We know exactly where to put the holes. Work out also the height from the top of the hook to the top of the frame. So if we know where the top of the frame needs to be on the wall, we can work backwards. If you notice on here as well, it's got a 60mm hole-to-hole there, which is for sockets. So a wall socket like that, that's a double light switch, of course. Well, the centre of those 2 holes is 60mm. And then we'll have the back box, of course, 60mm. Or a plastic back box. We can get the level of the back box right, but why would you have positions for the 2 holes? Because normally you'd have to cut out the square and then sink that into the wall. Unless I'm missing something here, I suppose we could mark it where we want the light to be. Let's say we know we want it to be there and it's perfectly level because we've got the spirit level in the right position. Mark out those 2 points like that. Take it away from the wall and we know it's there, and then we just go below it. I can't understand why you need 2 holes. Let me know if I've missed something there. But anyway, that's what it is for sockets. The other good thing about it, of course, we've got different angles, so we can go pictures up the stairs. Bubble in the middle there, we can get 45 degrees. Or let's say 22.5 degrees if we want a shallower angle on a wall, something with pictures to go up slightly. We've got the holes along here for different drill sizes. As you can see here, look, you can have the hooks on top of the picture frame as well, of course. So, metric on one side, inches on the other, handle on top, 2 gauges move along, spirit level that removes that end. I've seen other makes of these and they seem a lot dearer. This one was £5.99. That ain't bad, is it? Hence one of the reasons why I'm getting this video out as quick as I can, in case they go out of stock. You can use this, of course, to hang in TVs, if you want to work out where the brackets need to be, cupboards, mirrors, shelves, of course. 60mm there and also 60mm that side, so I presume you can put a double back box on. But I'm still wondering why you have to go by the holes. Extruded aluminium. If you notice, it tapers off both sides, which is good because then you can see the numbers when it's up against the wall. Not like a normal box station spirit level. If you're standing below it, if it's against the wall, you've sort of got to guess where that point is you want to measure to. A similar one here, look, from Wilko's when they were about. And it shows on there it's easier to cut lines when you've got like a tapered edge. A quick favour, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. Cheers. Next, really cheap these were, £2.99. Long nose pliers and side cutters, 160mm length, 180mm length. Not bad, £2.99. Open up well, there's not much resistance in there. It's sprayed in some sort of oil to protect it. Flattened down well. There doesn't seem to be any raw edges. Seems like it aligns well. Comes together. Plastic handles, rubber on the outside. Yeah, nice. Any movement? No movement as well. Yeah, good. Needle nose, again flattened down well. Comes to a nice point. Try the cutter. No better sound, is there? Clean cut. Yeah. 2.5mm cable. Easy. Nice. Needle nose. Very easy. Smooth, nice in the hand. £2.99 each. Next, Parkside bit set, 71-piece set. A lot of people ask me, did I get it? I think a lot of people did. And I did. Plenty of bits in there, which appealed to me as well. It's got these security bits, you know, the Torx bits with a hole in the centre for the security screws and holders. Let's open it. And this was £8.99. Now, I did see the other one at Aldi. And the one at Aldi had the handle as well, but I don't think it had as many bits. Or it might have, I don't know. But anyway, got this one, £8.99. So we've got 75mm long ones and 25mm bits. 69 coloured coded bits in the most common sizes. All the bits if you want to have a look. So this is an interesting one. I believe for wing nuts. There's a wing nut. Stick him in there. Hang on, where are we? There we go, like that. And I think you can do eyelets with that as well. Or hooks. So you can tie up hooks and eyelets on there. Ooh, is that magnetic? No, just got stuck. That's all the bits we get in there. Flathead, Posies, Phillips, Torx, Allen key head or hex heads. And then these longer ones here as well. Nice box. I do like the Parkside boxes. Clips together well. Or does it? Something's stopping that. Is it because that should be like that? Oh, famous last words, eh? It's not clipped in at the back. Oh, I'm not going back in there. I'm not going to say anything anymore. Nice boxes that don't work. Oh, that's better. There we are. Clipped in nicely. And if you notice these, look, they slot in between the bits on here, which is well thought out. There we go. Nicely closed. And then bit adapters. One that you pull back. So put that one in there. Pull that back. Locks in place. Get some good length with those. I've just bought the extendable bits from Temu. As we can see, they're all colour-coded. Look, purple. Allen keys are brown. Flatheads orange. Putting screws in where you don't want anyone to open them up. Little security Torx bits. So star-shaped with a pin in the middle. Straight into there. Magnetic. So it just holds it in. Just. Better. Sits on that little stand there. And that one sits there. Happy with that. £8.99. Coming up on Sunday the 9th of February, we've got a bench grinder there, cordless rotary tool. Those wrenches, I've got some of them, they're good. Rotary tool accessory set, opening tool, welder, tool set assortment, £4.99. It's what you use for small electrical devices like phones, etc. I bought one from Aldi. That was £2.99, by the way. Rivet nut tool with accessories. Yeah, I'm interested in that. Tap and die set, that's not a bad price, $12.99 if it's any good. Extendable ratchets, $9.99. Interlocking organiser, $9.99. Now I'm looking at those. Wall organiser, storage, because I'm redoing my shed workshop. I think they might come in handy, $12.99. That 360-degree rechargeable light with power bank, $19.99. That's on the Lidl Plus app. So let's see what comes into store. What have you got your eye on, and what have you bought already? Let me know in the comments. It helps me and others. Plus, I always get things wrong, so put them in the comments below. So a new Parkside video to come when I've been in on the 9th of February, the Sunday, and bought some more middle aisle tools. I'll report back and show you what I got. If you're new here, subscribe. I'll put a link to all my other tool reviews on the screen now. Thanks for watching. Take care. And remember, keep calm and head to the shed. I've got my better glasses on for this. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.